Greetings viewers, EricTheCarGuy here. For many years, I have used these diamond gripped latex gloves. I was sent some of these nitrile gloves that I have yet to try, but that's not what we're here to talk about today. I've been, over the past month or so, using these gloves from Ironclad. And they sent me a wide variety of things to try, so it's taken me a while to get through this quote-unquote review. I'm going to start down here with the EXO series. Some of them come with flashlights. These motor impact come with this LED flashlight, and the motor grips come with these. It's like ET's finger. Ouch. Down here on the end, these Motor Pros don't come with anything, but the actual gloves themselves, and I haven't used these as much as some of the other ones, have different textured grips. And down on the end here, the motor impacts have these really protective coatings on the outside of them. So these I sort of refer to these as like the MMA gloves, some pads on the inside here. So it just depends on what you want to do, what kind of grip you like. Now, I like the way these feel, but one of the things that I found, not really cumbersome, but sometimes cumbersome, was having to lock on that Velcro part. And I'm using extra large for all of these. They gave me a sheet that I could print out that I could lay my hand on and find out what size gloves to get, and that's going to be real important, so make sure you get the correct size. I'll see if that's available somewhere, and if I can, I'll put a link in the description. If not, make sure you get the correct size. I'm extra large, and it has to do with the distance across your hand here. As far as these go, these were all good. I liked using these. Each and every one of these just worked. I used these probably more than any of them. These, I can't remember exactly what I did. Like I said, I've been following these around for about a month. Honestly, they all feel kind of about the same. These were the ones that felt different because of the stuff on the back here. But these two sets here felt similar. The ones I use the most, the ones honestly I like the most out of all this bunch are these Mechanc gloves. These, I don't have the Velcro. I just snip these on. I was actually using these today. I like them quite a bit because, like I said, just slip them on, I'm ready to go. And the fingertips are nice for grabbing things. It feels about as natural as it can. It's not as much, you don't get as much feedback as you do with like the latex gloves or the nitrile gloves. That's the drawback. But there's a lot more protection, so you feel a lot more insulated from the work that you're doing, which is helpful with things like heat. And we have stuff for that heading down here. Now these I did not get a chance to try, but these are specifically made to handle hot things. This also comes with a nice sticker, but that's what these are for. These are for, I'm not sure if I'd call these welding gloves. I'd actually have to look. Yeah, these are molded silicone palm. These have a Kevlar shield, which, yeah, this is probably why these are heat resistant, because these have the Kevlar shield on the inside, which I didn't realize, but way cool. So the next time I go to handle hot exhaust, I'm going to go for these. I also didn't get a chance to use these. It's still summer, but I did try these on. These are the winter gloves, and these feel amazing. I mean, these are going to be awesome this winter when I've got to go and shovel outside or something like that. I mean, yeah, they're thick, but if you're someplace cold, yeah, these guys right here. But I'm kind of sweating already. I mean, it's a warm day here. So not exactly appropriate for this time of year, which is why I haven't tried these, but bulky. I mean, these are winter gloves. Now these box handlers, I did use these for a bit. They have these special grippy insides here, but I kind of didn't like them because of these fingertips, at least for the work that I do. They say box handlers, so this might be good if, say, you work in a warehouse or something. But because when you put these on, these little bumps stick out when you're trying to do fine mechanical work like starting a screw or something, makes it a little bit difficult. Once again, I can't stress enough, the Mechanc ones are the ones that I went for the most. I tried all of these here and I used the Mechanc ones. These are impact vibration, and the reason why is because they have these the special padding on the palms. Now I did not use these at all. Why? Because it didn't have any of the fingertips. And if I'm trying to stay clean, which is mostly why I used the gloves in the past, was to try to keep my hands relatively clean so I could go from car to car to car I wouldn't be able to do that with these. But if you're using an impact gun a lot, you may notice that your wrist starts to hurt and sometimes your hand can get numb. That's what these guys would be good for. But my favorites are the Mechanc gloves, and go figure, they're Mechanc gloves. These box handlers, if you're working in a warehouse or something, that might be the gloves to have. They're grippy too. So you got sort of like Spider-Man hands in a way. These are somewhat grippy as well. And I did use these more. It's interesting that I went for the ones with the least amount of anything in the hands when it came down to it. I enjoyed them. I think they didn't rip, they didn't tear, they held up well under the abuse of working here in the shop. As far as cleaning them, I haven't tried to run them through the wash yet, but I'm sure you could run these through the washer and clean them up and use them over and over. So this is the other advantage to this type of glove. It's going to last a lot longer. Also, sweating in the summertime. When I'm wearing the latex gloves, my gloves fill up with a lot of sweat, and it can make your hands get all pruny, and you almost get athlete's foot on your hands sometimes. Not cool. Not so with these. So you don't have to worry about it with these, and you don't have to worry about tearing them. If you're doing fine, intricate work, go for the latex gloves. But if you're just working, changing tires, doing brakes, just general mechanic stuff, try these. I was actually impressed, and I'm going to be using these more and more just because I don't have to keep changing them out. I don't have to worry about the sweat, all that stuff I talked about. Links down in the description to all of this stuff. Thanks to Ironclad for sending these out for me to check out. I post tool reviews every other Wednesday. If you have automotive questions, I'd ask that you head over to EricTheCarGuy.com. There's going to be a link in the description. There's a video that's going to tell you about all the stuff we have there to help you. If you wish to connect with me socially, Google+, Facebook, Twitter, also Instagram. Close each of my videos and be safe, have fun, stay dirty. Don't forget to play with your tools. I'll see you next time.